There are many prevalent sports in the world today, including football, soccer, and baseball. One sport is not only globally known, but in cities and small communities as well. Whether it's played on a driveway or a gym floor, it's a fun pastime for anyone. It not only incorporates skill, but allows family and friends to enjoy it, whether it's played or watched. In 1891, James Naismith, who was a PE teacher at McGill University and Springfield College, was told to provide an athletic distraction in 2 weeks by the head of physical education at the School for Christian Walkers. He combined elements from soccer, lacrosse, and a childhood game known as Duck on the Rock. Originally, there were 13 rules, and the game stopped after each basket. The first rules were devised in 1892. Players dribbled a soccer ball up and down the court of unspecified dimensions. Points were earned by landing the ball in a peach basket, and iron hoops were introduced in 1893, and another decade passed before open-ended nets came out. Jump ball, they were after every basket and out of bounds. Now they just have one jump ball at the beginning of the game. Basketball is a sport of two teams consisting of 5 players in each team. The ball is moved up and down the court by passing or dribbling. Free throws are worth 1 point, and then field goals are 2, and 3 points are obviously 3 points. Free throws are rewarded if a player is fouled by shooting or the other team fouls too much and has a technical foul. And the time in basketball varies from league to league. So, for example, in college, they have 2 20-minute quarters, or 20-minute halves, and then in high school it's like 8 4-minute quarters, and in the NBA they have 4 12 minutes, I believe. And some fouls are like double dribbling, is where you pick up your dribble and then dribble again, or a travel is where, say, like, you can't take more than 2.5 steps or move your pivot foot. So if you did this with the ball, it's legal, but if you pick this foot up, then it's a travel. Or if you're like this and have the ball, it's a travel. Carrying is when your hand gets underneath the ball. Say you're like dribbling and you do this, you get underneath it, that's a carry. And time violations, you only have like 5 seconds to, if you're being guarded, to get rid of the ball, or 3 seconds if you're picking up the ball and someone's guarding you. And you have, if you're in the lane on defense, like the lane right where the basket is, you have 3 seconds to, or in offense, you have 3 seconds to be in there. You have to move out and move back in, or else it's a time violation. There's a bunch more, but I'm not going to get into them. Backcourt violation is, say you have your half-court line and you dribble across it, but then you come back over the half-court line, then it's a backcourt violation. Fouls and penalties are endless in this game, but it'd take too much time to go through all of them. The first game was played in a court that was 54 by 35 feet. If you didn't know, modern courts are 94 by 54 feet. The score in that game was 1-0, and the basket was a half-court shot by William Jace. There was no limit on the amount of people who played, so there could be as many as 50 players at a time on the court. It was more like a rugby scrum. And there was also no age limit until it became organized either. This is the half-court line, and then this circle is where they do the jump ball. Free throw line, where you shoot your free throws when you get fouled or whatnot. These lines right here are the lane, and this is the basket. Same thing for over here. You have, this is 94, and then this is 54 feet. This is 20, and depending on the league you play in, it gets bigger. College is 23, and this is 15 feet from the basket to the free throw line. Basketball is a continuously growing sport. Therefore, new venues are needed to be built to sustain this. This creates more clutter for the earth, and it has to go somewhere sometime. Also, the machinery and equipment being used to build it are polluting the earth, as well as people driving to the facilities. Even through this, is a major concern. It's not slowing down anytime soon. It's became so mainstream that there is no way of stopping it, unless you have like laws in effect stopping basketball, but I don't see that in the future anytime soon. If it were stopped, imagine how it would destroy the economy as well. You would have people out of jobs for shoes and apparel not being sold, people working at the gyms, concession janitors. The list just goes on and on. We could help by recycling what we buy at the concession stands, walk or carpool with other people. It sounds weird, but you could pee outside before the game starts, save water. And other than that, there's really nothing else we can do because it's already too late. Michael Jordan was arguably the best player of all time. In his NBA career, he had 2 3-peats with the Bulls and played 2 years with the Washington Wizards. He had actually had retired and left to play semi-professional baseball after his dad was murdered in Florida. When he was in college, he led North Carolina University to a championship in 1982, and he has in his high school, he has the gym named after him. And if you haven't known, he actually has a big shoe company and apparel known as Jordan. And Earvin Magic Johnson as people call him, was a 6'9" guard that played for the Los Angeles Lakers. And this is the guy in the picture right here. Larry Bird was actually from Terre Haute, Indiana, who went to Indiana State University and played for the Celtics back around the same time Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson played. Many of you guys probably heard of LeBron James, who's didn't go to college, came up straight out of high school into the NBA, and played 7 years for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and then went to Miami Heat for 4 years, and he's came back to the Cleveland Cavaliers this year. Kobe Bryant has played for the Lakers, and he's been there for his whole career. He hasn't moved. If you guys have heard of him, he's 6'6" guard, plays for the Lakers as well as Magic Johnson. Wilt Chamberlain, he's the guy who was back, like the 60s, was really tall, and he had multiple games where he scored over 100 points. And he has the record for most high-scoring games. Here's a clip of Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. We're about to start right to Jordan. Time winding down. Michael for three. Yeah! Yes! A winner! Unbelievable!
Well, like I said, just recently, LeBron came back to play for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and Kobe Bryant passed Michael Jordan for third for all-time scoring list.
See the folks lined up behind you, waiting to get going. Everybody who's been waiting for LeBron James to come back home.
Today, LeBron's come back. It's a welcome home party. Celebrate. Let's go. 30,000 hanging around the stadium, waiting to see LeBron.
place to be off the chart tonight. The people are just anxious to welcome him back. Even though he might not have been here, he still did things in the community. The whole area really responds to that.
This is amazing. You guys in the stands, I want to thank everyone for being here. You guys are unbelievable. That made this possible. I don't know if you guys know what happened in the last month with me deciding to come back and play here. It's people that came to me and said, LeBron, you gotta do what makes you happy. And I was like, yeah, I think so. And also, I'm gonna do what makes my city and my state happy. And that's why I came back. I love you. I'm back.
Some famous quotes. Larry, you told me one lie. You said there will be another Larry Bird. Larry, there will never be another Larry Bird. And that was Magic Johnson said that at his retirement party. I don't create controversies. They're there long before I open my mouth. I just bring them to attention. Charles Barkley. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games, and 26 times I've been trusted to make the game-winning shot. I've failed over and over again, and that's why I succeed. Michael Jordan. Wheelchair basketball was invented by World War II vets in 1945. It was invented for disabled athletes who have impairments. Some rules that apply, like 2 pushes equals a dribble, if the wheel equals a dribble, and if a player falls out of a chair, it's a turnover, and the game is stopped immediately. It's kind of like ultimate frisbee. I like basketball. It creates revenue for a lot of people and for teams and stadiums and people who need jobs and whatnot. And it also allows people with disabilities to play. And it teaches life lessons such as discipline and teamwork.